It is time for the best and the worst of the NBA fantasy season so far. To start off our best is Mr. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got good everything. He's good in every single statistic. Seriously, he's such a blessing. And guess who owns him? This guy. And he single-handedly won me 2 of the weeks. So beautiful. Now to start off our worst is Mr. Jordan Poole, the locker room cancer. Mr. Golden State Warrior pool party piece of shit. No one likes him anymore. And guess what? He made shipping over 39,000-year-old Chris Paul look like a great idea. He is one of those guys that got drafted way too high, and now it's showing. But guess what? It's his team. Yeah, that sucks. Next on the list for good is Mr. Embiid. Not a surprise. He won MVP last year. Shipping off Harden was the greatest thing that ever happened to them. And now Tyrese Maxey and him have formed a beautiful friendship, and they're so good together. Embiid, another top candidate for MVP this year. Now, speaking of James Harden, he's not particularly horrible at fantasy, but I want to include him on here just because I hate him. He's so annoying. What is it, his 4th team in 4 years? Yeah, he's going to do all right with the Clippers, but yeah, they're losing a lot. They sure are losing a lot. That system that he is looking like a systematic piece of shit. So if you have him on your team, you're going to get a lot of assists and probably really inefficient, and I hope that he doesn't play well this year because I hate him. Next on our best is the biggest non-surprise is Mr. Jokic, assist god himself. The only thing that's bad is that his free throw is a bit lower, and when Jamal Murray comes back, his assists will probably go up even a bit more. Scoring will go a little bit down, but chef kiss, beautiful again. Next on our list of worst is Mr. Killian Hayes, who might actually be the worst basketball player to have ever existed. The worst true shooting percentage, I think, in like basically all of history. And he's starting over a top 5 pick in Jaden Ivey. And then that makes you think Monty Williams must just be a horrible... Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. He's ass. Don't have him on your team. Next on the best is a man who may have fallen in your draft, and that is Anthony Davis. He lives up to the name because he's been day-to-day, I think, pretty much every single day for the past 4 weeks. But he's kept playing. And when he's been playing, he's been blocking like 4 shots a game. Oh my gosh. And guess who owns him? This guy. I'll stop using the word owning, and I'm going to start saying they're just on my fantasy team because they're going to get me in trouble. But he's on my fantasy team, and he's been single-handedly winning me blocks. He's such a gift. So beautiful on stocks. Next on worst is Mr. Draymond Green. He's ass. I hope everyone can realize that now. He's ass. He's washed up. In matter of fact, the entire Warriors squad, except for Steph Curry, is washed. If you have him on your team, it means your team is ass. But anyways, Chris Paul has a lot of assists, but he's been dog shit with shooting, and he's always been historically efficient. So this is a problem for the Warriors. But Steph, still god tier. Draymond in particular is ass, and I'm picking on him because he seems like just a menace, annoying ass mother on the court. Don't like him one bit. Kevin Durant, you know who he is. Yep, he's good at everything. Don't worry about him. Just don't even think about him. Set him in your lineup. He's going to get you something good that day, no matter what. Now, next on the worst might actually surprise you, but it's the other 2 Suns stars. That's Mr. Bradley Beal and Devin Booker. They're both going to be great when they start playing, but guess what they're not doing? Playing. They're both injured. Kevin Durant has got another Harden-Kyrie situation on his hand. He sold his soul for those Warriors championships, and now each team he goes on, everybody's going to get hurt. That includes Harden, Kyrie, now Booker, and Beal. I hope it was worth it. Next on the best is Mr. Tyrese Haliburton. That dude is, no joke, averaging what it feels like 20 assists a game. Something about those Midwest boys that just makes him want to pass the rock beautifully. And he's averaging lots of steals, lots of points, super efficient. Absolutely love the guy. Love him. This dude might be generationally dog shit. That is Mr. Julius Randle. I know Knicks fans cry each time I say it, but guess what? Julius Randle is still ass. He's horrible, all-time inefficient scorer, and he loves to shoot the rock, like an unbelievable amount. And what is he also? Kind of a crybaby. He loves, like there was that one video of him leaving the team meeting because he was upset he wasn't getting enough shots or something. It's because you're ass. Jalen Brunson shooting up half-court shots and random bully ball shots against Victor Wembanyama would be more efficient than you shooting a wide-open jumper. So bad. I'm sorry, Knicks fans. I feel bad for you. On a positive note, Donovan Mitchell is playing out of his goddamn mind. That dude is playing so well with the Cavs again. I mean, I knew he played well last year, but it feels like he's even taking more of a jump. Cavs fans, you gotta be so happy that you got all these great guys on your team. Cavs, huge on them right now. On the worst, this is only because of injuries, and that is Mr. Ben Simmons. He was playing so good before he got injured, but guess what? He's always injured. I mean, come on, man. I drafted you last year. I was rooting for you. And then some more injuries, and I was like, just stay healthy. You were playing well this year. You were scoring a little bit. You're doing some good things. And another nerve injury. Man, it's so sad, but I have to put him on there as worst because it means anyone who drafted him probably means that he's going to be asked for the rest of the year because he's hurt. Tyrese Maxey. I'm a bit pissed off about this one. I had him the first year he exploded, and I didn't even expect him to do this well. And you got lucky if you own him. Sorry, have him on your team. You got lucky that Harden got traded because his value just skyrocketed. Lucky sons of bitches. Jaylen Brown, he's not bad, but I mean, for the Celtics, I mean, he's like taking a downturn. That's like one of the sad guys that you draft in like the top 3 rounds and hope, okay, maybe this year he's gonna like elevate to something new. And it really hasn't happened. What has happened is all the other stars are eating all of a sudden. Porzingis, Tatum, Drew Holiday, I mean, all those guys are now officially eating more than him, and that really sucks for fantasy owners. Alperen Sengun is living up to the mini Jokic hype. How cool is that? Another just Romanian or Serbian or whatever he is. Another one of those centers that's just going to dominate. Did you see him play bully ball with LeBron? Who would have guessed? Apparently everyone, except for me. I didn't realize. Mikal Bridges. Something weird happened. Everyone thought he'd be the first option for the Nets, and he is not. Even without Cam Thomas, which is super scary for owners. But yeah, anyways, he's taking a downturn, and he's not shooting as efficiently or with as much volume as he did last year, which really sucks. So hopefully he can get his groove back, and hopefully Cam Thomas doesn't steal all of his points when he comes back from injury. Mr. Jalen Duren. Wow. He is the steal of the draft if you got him. In my fantasy league, he was drafted, I think, in like the 10th round or something. Absolute steal. He's going to be a dog when he gets back. It is super disappointing that I didn't draft him. Man, that dude is going to be so good. His motor is absolutely nuts. This one might be a slightly hot take, but I'm going to go for it anyways. Dame. I mean, he's shooting so poorly on the Bucks. I mean, it's fine because he's still scoring a decent amount of points, but some of these games, man, he's shooting garbage. Garbage. And as a fantasy owner, you kind of want him to shoot a little bit better. Otherwise, you're just giving up field goal percentage. So it kind of sucks that he's been shooting this poorly. Let me know what you think of this final list. If I missed anyone, let me know in the comments. And if you think I got one of these wrong, also let me know in the comments. You're wrong, but you can still let me know. See you guys later.